Greetings and good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here. We've got a lot to do. Today. I'm kind of excited. I don't normally have this much to do on a Friday. Not sure if I'm going to be doing anything with Nick or even if we're even still doing that show. Either way, I will be live after Midnight's Edge in the morning sometime. So keep your eyes out for the amazing stuff that we can do. There's always more things breaking and there's more conversation to be had. And I don't mind if you're the ones leading it. So just keep that in mind. Look at all the amazing people out here early this morning, ready to celebrate, ready to drop a couple bucks here or there, like the lovely Juliet for 2 CultureCasino cash. That's right, £2 sterling. It's proper money. And she says, good afternoon, young Gandalf and Mayar. Thank you, dear. Much appreciated. And of course, we have Roland the Wretched dropping a $20 super duper chat saying, wanted to come on here on my birthday yesterday, but things didn't work out. I'm here today, and the best gift you could give me is committing to 50K body wax. No, thank you. F in the chat if you agree. I just turned 59, and this would be a first. Well, I mean, that's what happens. Oh, by the way, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Roland the Wretched. Happy birthday to you. And I don't want to wax. Want to say thank you to Ruby Who for gifting a CultureCasino membership. Thank you very much. We've got Is This Live 20-month member. It's so great to see you. G'day, Cultureinos. Food for thought. It's CultureCasino. So he gambles on culture, which means he might not be cultured at all if he rolls snake eyes. Just kidding. CC is the bearded hero we need. Well, thank you, my friend. I did that almost all exclusively in an accente. That's right. Speaking of accente, we got another member chap that rolled in from the Snarky one. Snarky! Snarky says, wishing a great day and show today. Thank you, my friend. You are appreciated. Stinky nuggets and all. Battle Bunny, good morning. Extreme meme. We got Penny. Jan Monroe, good Friday to you. And the lovely Jill Powers is back. That's right. Great to see you. All of the wrenches. I want to say thanks. What a great week you guys had. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to try again after Midnight's Edge, before Friday Night Tights. I'm going to try to wedge in a little bit of live if Nick isn't going live. Snorty, good to see you. Happy polar bearing around. Let's see. The lovely Davina Duckworth in the house. We've got, just so many more people. This is amazing. Good morning. Be Mo Betta, gonna be Mo Betta, and the amazing and lovely Ms. Pick Cafe. If you ever get a chance to meet her at a meetup, she is amazing. Hey, Lee Kindler in the house. What's going on, Lee? Happy Friday to you. Crazy white boy. Let's see, who else is out there? We got more in the midnight hour. She want mo. SFX F314 Sabertooth Raptor. Great to see you, my friend. Thanks for being here. We got more. Dr. Jill over on the green machine. All right, everybody. I think it's 6 minutes. So it's starting now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whatever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it in. We have extensive bonus time, and we have John Bolton waking up to a surprise. That's right, he got the Mar-a-Lago treatment. Is that what you want to call it? Or the Roger Strone treatment? He found it's wonderful to find pictures of this man outside in his underwear on a Friday morning. That's right. I guess he was keeping some top secret documents. He no longer has a security clearance, so he shouldn't have anything top secret at all. But this man is, above the law. Or so he thinks. So I imagine that he has copious notes of things that he misbehaved on and intended to misbehave on, and people intend to sell those things to. This guy's in a world of trouble, and it's going to be a good time. Oh, wait. And by the way, just a reminder, nobody's above the law. We've got Eric Menendez being denied parole. The board cites blind spots in his rehabilitation, not to mention the fact that, he kind of did the most reprehensible crime. Isn't that called patricide? We got Nicolas Cage in talks to star in HBO's True Detective Season 5. Does that surprise anybody? No. Would you believe him as a new NYPD detective? Yes. We've got, this guy's in for some trouble. Dragan Mailovich, named executive editor of 60 Minutes. That's right. As the headline said this morning on the thumbnail, this guy is the next Patsy or Fall Guy or whatever, but he's going to have a hard time filling the shoes of Bill Owens. I don't know if this man is compromised in any ways after all of his awards, but hey, news doesn't mean much these days, and neither does a Murrow Award, because apparently they give them to anybody. We'll have to see at the end of the day if this guy makes it beyond 5 years. I'm thinking 3 at most. We'll see. Peacemaker Season 2 starts off with a full frontal orgy extravaganza and a multiversal twist. I don't like all those words strung together. I think that's not the way to, have good advertising for your stuff. And yet, I promise you, James Gunn's leaning into it, and that's the whole reason he released Superman for digital rental early, so you could appreciate everything and tie Superman to that. That's weird. Karen Gillan joins Henry Cavill in the Highlander remake. Now I'm excited. She's amazing, even with her extra orange-dyed hair. I think she's a heck of an actress, especially capable when it comes to physical situations. So well done. Nearly half of British TV workforce is out of work. Beck2 research finds that's not great. Let's not do that so much. And I kind of feel bad. This is not something that we need to have happening. And, maybe this is why Marvel's moving over there. Cheap labor. We got Pete Parsons stepping down as CEO at PlayStation's Bungie. Justin Truman is taking over. That's not going to change anything. You're still going to have a giant sucking sound in PlayStation, and they don't know how to plug it. We've got NBC Universal and Major League Baseball in talks for a 3-year deal over $600 million. That's $200 million a year. Baseball got a little less pricey, and I imagine that this was, the next best option for them. Remember, ESPN did not pick up the rights again. Large Interpol cybercrime crackdown in Africa led to over 1,200 arrests of suspects. Jeez. What does that mean? Well, nobody's been doing their job for a long time. We've got students facing new cell phone restrictions in 17 states as they head back to school, which to me isn't a bad thing. Maybe focus in on your studies and learn how to do maths and English and other things without use of AI. I think that's good. Microsoft employee protests led to 18 arrests as the company reviews its work with Israel's military. By the way, they can't really get out of a lot of contracts, so I don't know what purpose this served. Very little, I imagine. We've got 2 minutes left to get through the following stories, such as the White House closely watching Fed Powell's hint on yes or no rate cuts at Jackson Hole. Jackson Hole's speech usually indicates the direction and his thinking. I want this man out. No matter what his decision is, he needs to get out of there, along with the lady that violated her mortgage statements. That's right, committing mortgage fraud. We need to reshape the Fed quickly and then remove it. Nike is eyeing growth in China. Of course they are. They love slave labor. Outdoor sports revamp at the center and everything else. So there's that. Let's move forward from there. Let's jump on this. Dakota Johnson is digging deep to deliver energy for the movie Splitsville, which opens this weekend. I may be seeing this later this weekend. We'll see. And we've got $50 billion to bust. Investors count the cost of Evergrande's market tryst and failure. This is something I had been saying was coming, and China couldn't afford to keep it up anymore. So bye-bye real estate market. And finally, last story of the day is a bear. That's right. Caution, bears in the area. There have been many in East Texas. Please watch yourself, my friends, because I have a lot of Texas friends. So you're getting a lot of warnings from officials in this area because, well, you're going to see a lot of these not so cuddly fellas and ladies and stuff. I don't know who this person is. Parks and Wildlife. I'm going to get it out of here. That was a footprint. Anyway, so coming out of Tyler, Texas, lots of bear sightings. Please be safe. Please be bear aware. Don't feed these animals. Don't even have food available for them. Do not habituate them to eating human food. And you know what? Keep them away from the ice cream. Because if you remember back to Wednesday's story, that one bear climbed behind the counter in Tahoe and helped themselves. So just watch out. Lock your doors. keep them closed, all the good things. But so far, over 14 reported sightings. So if you are in East Texas, be bear aware. All right, folks, that's the end of the formal show, but we have some bonus time. And boy, do we have some things we could certainly talk about. Welcome back to bonus time. Hello, everybody. And I want to take a look at a couple of other things. Last call with Troy Pacelli. What's up, brother? Good to see you. 33 months a member. Awesome. Says karaoke on last call tonight, if you can make it, CC. I will think about that. It depends on the weather around here, because if we are under another thunderstorm and or violent storm watch, decent chance I'll have a migraine like I did last night. So yeah, and speaking of migraines, I did not see the Weatherman, which is a bummer. I see Gollum and I see Deeple and I see Bimo Betta. I see Crazy White Boy. I see let's see who else is out there. Dr. Jill, and of course Ms. Pick Cafe is amazing. In fact, all of the people out there wrenching away are amazing. I think I said that earlier, but that's no problem saying it again. And Caveat Ties is hanging out over there. So good to see you all. Everybody over here, I appreciate you on the tube side of things. And I think you probably know that. We've got so much to do. It's wild. I want to say thank you to Ruby Hoove for $2 in culture cash, saying everybody enjoy a fantastic Friday. And let me add to that, Ruby, and an amazing weekend. We'll be back tomorrow morning for sure to do our show. We might be back again today, as I mentioned before, TGIF and all of that. Like your hat culture. That's right. This is from my brother over there. That's right. I got to tell you, Critic List is a lot of fun. If you aren't signed up for Critic List, you should be. I might be hanging out with them this weekend. Monday, technically Monday, on a movie I think I've seen a million times, Better Off Dead. Not to mention the tier list they do over there. It's totally worth it, guys. Totally. Super fun. And it'll get you to open up a Critic List account and start rating things, because we need to be rating stuff. More reliable than Rotten Tomatoes. All right, what else we got? Bonus time. That's right. Bring up the other windows, silly. Philly guy, you're there with LA. Thank you. Thank you very much. I want to talk a little bit about the cascading failure of what was a cable channel. One that is going in the hole and likely will not be with us much longer. Morgan King is here. Good to see you, buddy. And there's our favorite rivet head, Razorbird. Better Off Dead on Monday. I might be on that stream. Hey, Pamela. Good morning to you, Pam, from the UK. I hope everything's going well. And there's the man himself, D. Bud Martin. What's up, buddy? Cynthia Carter. Hello, dear. Captain Fandom Nerd is out there, I believe. And so many more. There he is. I was looking for him. 11 Alpha, how are you today? I hope it's going well. And yeah, Tom, you missed nothing, my friend. Thank you for being here. Tom's awesome. And let's see. Mark. Good morning, Mark. CNN. MS was. MS was. That's right. I mean, MS Now. How about PMS Now? Because, it used to be PMSNBC. Now it's PMS Now. And I agree. No trouble there. All right. Let's get to the story. I got to stop joking. Stop choking around. Stop it. This lady is Skadooshi. And I say that with love. I do, and affection. All right. Anyway, let's take a look. Rachel Madcow praises MS Now, or PMS Now, rebrand of MSNBC, says cutting NBC will make network better. Yes, because you're going to put a woke news organization in place with nothing but news that all of you crazy people on the left will like. Oh, the extreme left. Because I have friends on the left. They're not crazy. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened. What happened? All right. Anyway, Rachel Maddow MSNBC's primetime star and the only show that makes ratings at all in the top 15. Is the face of the network for more than a decade. Which is not, I would not put, this is not a person to be the face of a network. Anyway, she weighed in on the channel's controversial rebrand to PMS Now. While much of the public response has mocked the new name, that would be me. It's clunky and uninspired, and all that's true. Maddow insisted on her Monday broadcast that the dropping NBC will actually improve the network's future. No, it won't. Mad Cow endorses the change. Rachel Maddow told viewers that MS Now rebrand is an opportunity for the channel to stand on its own 2 feet. Let's see. The double corporate sponsorship of Microsoft and NBC didn't help. That's 2 major corps. So maybe being without sponsors that pay the bills is a good plan. Of course, Microsoft bailed out years ago. But this is complete dog duty. So there's that. Anyway, if there was ever a time for us to change our name, this is it, Maddow said, because we're not just separating from NBC News in corporate terms, we're competing with them now. No, you're not. No wonder people think you're insane. By the way, the logo here is going to be associated with the new group of channels that are being excommunicated from NBC called Versant. This is something I've been talking about now for a few months, but pretty wild. She framed the move as a declaration of independence. No, it's a get the freak out the door, kick in the pants. But anyway, rather than a corporate gimmick. Well, no, they're not. They're definitely getting rid of you. It's not a gimmick. Arguing that MS Now will have freedom to operate without being tethered to NBC's editorial direction. In other words, we can be as woke and just absolutely communist as we possibly want to be. And yes, just not for long. She doesn't realize that, I don't think. I don't know. Let's see. I was going to be relocating back to Florida. That was the plan. That was the plan as of like 2.5 years ago. And then about 18 months ago, I had a conversation with the party that matters in this household. And no, we're not going from hot to hot. We're going to go to a place where they have seasons. So I'm going to find myself on a nice piece of land, building studios and massive warehouse spaces, otherwise known as sound stages, for where the studio is going to go. So, and nobody can tell me what to do, which is something I love. Hey, Mr. DeMarc, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope I am relaxing you. Maravita, good morning. Maravita, you will never know. I hope everything's going well this first week, and I hope you're being safe. I'm sure you are. Expect that. Commander at Straker's Shadow is out there, making sure you know that today is definitely sponsored by Rabbit Chicken Tacos and Mexican Iron Man. My MS Now, my source now often wrong. No kidding. This is like my truth. That's like, this honestly is my truth network. Yeah, we don't deal in reality, but in our feelings. Oh, wow. That could be, I could definitely, I get the tagline. Okay. That's my tagline for them. Okay. I think they're going to have to pay me for it. Yeah. My truth for news. As woke as we want. I don't know. T-Bud. MS Now. More stuff no one watches. There you go. Okay, maybe you win the tagline. More poop nobody watches. I love it. It's very good. This is very nice. Okay, what's happening? MS Now is likely going to end up as a rerun channel, like lots of others that just show old TV shows now. It might be. My shows now. That makes sense because it certainly isn't news, opinion, and world. My goodness. How dumb are they? Oh, exceedingly. Mr. Tickle Trunk, good morning, my friend, says the MSNBC split is what Warner Brothers did, right? Put their trash in a bin to save what's actually selling. Boom shakalaka. That's 100% what's happening. Although, here's the weird thing, Mr. Tickle Trunk. They put the absolute hatchet man for Warner Brothers over on the other, on the channel side, and while they are, the deficits, I believe not only can he turn them around, I believe that they can eventually become a new profit center that they hadn't been for a long, long time. So yeah, you're going to get the movie stuff over at Warner Brothers and the global markets or whatever it's called, network or whatever, all those things. Those are all going to be, they would have been normally the giant loss, the giant pit, the giant black hole. But like I said, Gunnar Weisenfels is a guy that he pulls no punches, and he's so fiscally minded. I have a feeling he's going to snap those things into shape. I think. Snort Poopa says Maddow is a very mean little boy. I think Maddow's a woman. Yeah. It's hard to tell now because of the glasses. I mean, Rosie O'Donnell has the same glasses. That numbskull that used to do sports and then tried to do news and opinion and then tried to run his own channel. What's his name? Anyway, he used to do sports with Dan. You guys remember that? Off the rocker. Anyway. I wonder if there are people at the regular NBC, both nationally and affiliate stations, who are happy to no longer be associated with MSNBC. 11 Alpha, that's an astute observation, my friend. And yes, I imagine very much so. Holy cow. I haven't seen David this morning. David's been here regular. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. No, you're not mixing anything up, brother. I have a feeling that, everything that's a giant black hole over there might recover. But you know what? Paramount is going to kind of do its own version of it. It's already started. It's going to eliminate stuff. Plus, think about it. 60 Minutes, CBS, which is also Paramount. They got these new people. I look at them as like cannon fodder because I have a feeling that they're just there to kind of ride herd. I don't imagine 60 Minutes will be around much longer. There's a lot of news programs that are just falling off a cliff too. Hey, good morning, Bad Cat. I'm glad you're here. And hey, the Gilk Man. Look at him. This guy is the coolest dude. What's up, Gilky? It's great to see him, man. The Gilk Man returns. Hopefully when I get to the East Coast here towards the end of, I had to push it back a month and a half. So towards the end of October, I'll get to see you. It's good to see you, buddy. It's been a minute. Hope you're well. Randall all the way from Canada. That logo makes me think insurance, not news opinion. Well, that's okay. The new logo for Cracker Barrel makes me think about cigars. So there's that. Not really hitting the marks on these. So there's no direction now. Well, there's less direction than there was. Randall. Hey, Alex is in the house. Good to see you. Alex Pyle says they can broadcast from a remodeled Cracker Barrel. That's a great combination of two things that are ridiculous. All right. You guys. Okay. All right. Brian and Cindy in the house. I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, I think a lot of people are. Colin Dallas, one and only winner of the Jedi Croquette Contest, Gemini. Great to see you, buddy. Mr. Ticketron says, come to Canada. We have 2 seasons. Winter and construction. No, thank you. Yeah, I have friends up there, and I know you're one of them, but I have friends up there, and they're like, you would not like it here. No, I like summer. I love spring. Spring is the best season. I grow everything grows then. I can grow everything. With the new greenhouse, once it's finished, it's going to be extraordinary. And then, of course, I'm going to move, buy a bunch of land. It'll be a good time. Good morning, Hampton. Hope you're doing well. Northeast Tennessee is great. Gollum? It is. Although I'm looking a little more West Tennessee, but I got you. Beautiful. Plus, I want to be able to drive and hang out at Dollywood regularly. Would you guys want to hang out with me at Dollywood? Wouldn't that be fun? Like once a week, we go to Dollywood together. I show you what's going on. I eat some cinnamon bread in front of you. I'm very mean that way. I think you guys would like it. That's what retirement's supposed to be. Like walk around an amusement park or theme park in this case and eat the food and show off the Christmas decorations or the Halloween-y decorations or any of the festival. Like the 4th of July. What do you guys think? Be fun time? I think so. But we're not, you know what? Let me get off this one. There we go. I get you guys bigger over here. But yeah, that wasn't the only story I wanted to bring to light. Not the only one. Not the only one with mixed emotions. Oberman. Cynthia Carter gets a prize. Keith Oberman. Mr. Glasses. Mark Nichols had it too. Oh, a lot of you had it. Oh, my goodness. So I just didn't scroll down far enough. Biggles Metz and I are going to go to a movie. Did you guys know that? We're going to go see a movie. Born in Boston. New Hampshire. PR Maine. Non-sanctuary. As soon as they remove sanctuary bologna sausage from all of the states, we'll have a conversation because actually technically in violation of federal law. And I don't believe it's been adjudicated in any way. Look at all these amazing people. I am so blessed. We got snakes and funerals in the house. Good morning. We're friend adjacent. We're friends tickle trunk. I need to get with you and talk about some gaming development stuff. Culture's going to have a weed farm. I don't think they're legal in Tennessee. I don't know. Meet up at Dollywood sounds beautiful. It'd be super fun. Everscale. I hope I did that right. Is that right? Everscale? I just want to make sure this is correct. Hello. Hello again, friend of a friend. I knew you. Look, I've been going on a full hey, let's rehab Brie Larson kick. Am I the only one? Do you think she got a raw deal? Is it just me? I know I say this about once every couple of weeks, but I really think she got treated poorly because she was told to act like a douche. And she did. She acted very much like a douche. Newhouse. What's going on, Newhouse Bruce? Says, I love exploring touristy areas and not rushing. Yeah, I'm a lazy tour person. Yeah. Dollywood meetup would be very, very cool. I agree. Okay, so here's the plan. In the next year to year and a half, after I've relocated and at least got a good start on some of the building process, we'll do that. Sounds good. I may have to live in an RV for a while while everything gets built. Ugh. It's all right. I've lived in worse. Coffee. That's right, coffee. Hang on. Real quick shout out and thank you to everybody who sent a message this morning. We want to say thanks to Juliet, Snarky, Roland the Wretched, Hope he's doing well. Happy day after birthday. We got Ruby Hoove, who also sent a membership. Is this live? And last call with Troy Pacelli. I think coming up next is Midnight Edge in the morning, but we're not going anywhere anytime soon because I have more stories for you, that I need to give to you. I need to give you some stories. You guys deserve some stories, and I deserve to redirect you to the right place after this. So bear with me just about 15 seconds, and I will get her done. Hope Tom's feeling better today. I always worry about him. Let's see. Midnight's Edge. Midnight's Edge. Got him. Boom. You guys are automatically redirected. I'm still going to figure out how to learn this from the email I was sent, how to command people to other things on the green machine. I just don't know how to do it. Look, at least I'm willing to admit I don't have any clue. I'm going to try. I'm going to keep trying. We'll get it done. Jonah Hex is out there. Been a minute, my friend. And of course, ASCII. James, what's up? James Dosher out there. Are you writing away? Almost too late. Howdy, y'all. Howdy. But, do the thing. Do the writing thing. And then put me in your books. Put me in your work. Put me in your work. Put me in your movie. I will act in your movie. I will. It'll happen. If you ask me to be in your movie, I'll be in your movie. I'll be in your TV show. I'm not above begging. Hey, good morning. Be careful in Tennessee. I lived there for 3 years, and it was not the paradise I believed it to be. The unkind, overweight people and absolutely psychotic drivers. Well, I'm going to be living a little bit more rurally. I think you need a lot more R's in there. Rurally. There we go. Okay. Anyway. Sorry. Elocution safari there. I apologize. I understand. I have other family members that love the smell, hate the taste. And it's because they never had good coffee, I think. They've had coffee with a lot of acid content. You don't want coffee with a lot of acid content. That's not what you want in your coffee. You want good coffee. Good coffee. We had another gifty from the amazing... wait. Hoove. Wait, Hoove sent a member chat. Hello. Hail and well met all. I love that. Love it. It says... everyone have a great day today and a fabulous weekend. I'm gaming, lurking, and listening this morning. So, gotta bounce. Demons, monsters, undead, etc. to kill. Well, enjoy your killing. Have fun, kids. Have fun storming the castle. There you go. I thought you'd appreciate that. Maravita, you will never know. $10 super chat. Thank you. Holy cow. $10 in CultureCasino Cashola. Casino. CultureCasino. Sorry, was driving. So don't touch my phone. You are perfectly fine. Thank you. Until I parked. This week was dry runs. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't realize the whole week was dry runs. Okay. It starts Monday, but I am always safe when driving. I take my safety responsibilities seriously. I would expect anything less, Maravita. And thank you for the $10 super duper chat. I just hope you are so explicit about how much you love your gig and how much you enjoy it. I'm sure there are people in the audience, and even maybe me a little bit, that is jealous. As much as I love doing this, wouldn't it be great to just have a solid drive and a plan? I like routines. I like plans. I don't know. I've been on my toes for so many years. That would be, yeah. But look, doing what I do, doing this with you, with all of you every day, there's nothing I'd rather do. Let's just be honest about it. Lightning Sketch Productions for 5. CultureCasino Cash says, thoughts about the new 2D theatrical film about Jesus Christ called Light of the World. I haven't had a chance to review it yet. Who makes it? Is that let's see. The Salvation Poem Project. That's a cool production name. I'm going to review this for you and give you an idea next time we talk. Based on the web page and productions and everything else, it looks gorgeous. This is the kind of animation and the hand-drawn presentations that I like. So based strictly on the look and the fact that it opens on September 5th, oh, it's coming up. Just at first glance, I think it looks gorgeous. Plus, it's going to be telling a great story. So I tell you what, let me review the trailer and I'll give you some further thoughts on it. But thank you for that and the $5 super chat. There's Robert. Dude! I get first dibs on you for my next meeting. I told you in person I would be in your movie, Robert. Of course. I owe you. I owe you for being able to enjoy your production like 3 or 4 or 5, maybe 6 times now. I really appreciate it. I like the fact that you worked really well, clearly, with people in the community and people that you know to get that thing, that production done. So if you guys aren't familiar, Robert made a film. I think I say this almost every day now, but Robert made a film called 15 Days, 15 days, because we were going to stop something spreading or earning. We were going to stop the earnings. We were going to stop America for 15 days. It went on way longer than that for other people. A lot of people. But yeah, so you can find it on Tubi for free. You can go and watch it over there. And then let him know what you think. I need to just sit down, finish the review, and release it. So I owe you, Robert. But dude, you got me. I'll do it. Just gotta let me know when and where to be. Mark Nichols comes through big. 20 Culture Casino memberships. Mark, you are a generous being, sir. I appreciate you so very much. And I love the dog. Okay. In case you guys don't know, I love dogs and cats. Okay. Just in case you didn't know, I am an animal person. That's the other problem. With multiple acres, I'm going to fill it with animals. It's going to be out of control. I'm going to have to fence every inch of however much acres we end up with. But if we end up with the full 20 acres like I plan, I need a lot of fence. Anyway, Dags just became a member thanks to Mark Nichols. You know what? I haven't played anything today. You guys want some cheese? Should I be slinging some cheese? I think it should sling some cheese. Let's get some cheese.
Oh, man, that's some sweet cheddar. Guys. Yeah.
All right. I just want to say thank you, Mark. Look at all these people that got this gift, like Dags, because I love Dags. You like Dags? Such a great line. That movie's ridiculously good. I'm sorry. It's very good. See, I went super Canadian for you, too. Speaking of super Canadian, Lightning, although Lightning Sketch Productions is definitely merkin. At least it's real US dollars over here for $5 more, says. Is K-pop Demon Hunters something all can enjoy? Because I'm on the fence about watching it. I know that Jonas J. Campbell was a little hesitant on it. And Pro says it's maybe not in his genre, but he calls balls and strikes, so he gave it a high rate. That's a good question, though. Treat it like any other like PG to PG-13 film, and I think you'll find you're going to be fine. I'm going to be able to give you a lot more information on some other films in that genre than I am on this one. I just don't want to steer you wrong. It's incredibly flat. It has a lot of colors in it that would suggest it's something that it's not. It's wildly popular. Treat it like any other PG-13 type of film, because of if you're worried about context or anything else. But and Batcap's correct. You don't need to have any K-pop knowledge, so that's 100% true. 100% true. Maravita for $9.99 says, what does Maravita say? Oh, I have done a lot of jobs, but bus driving is the best. The rewards of kiddos smiling cannot be beat. I love making a positive impact, and I know that you do. And that's why I sing your praises. In fact, look, anybody who works with kids is a special person, and we have to thank them for what they do. This is the job you're doing, Maravita, is not only a daily job that is absolutely, top notch important, but I had when I was taking the bus when I was younger, I had a really great relationship with the driver. Something it seemed like the driver that drove me when I was young had a comment or a nickname for everybody. It was really fascinating. I don't know how you're able to do that, but if you do, and I imagine you do, it's just I don't know. It's stuck with me my whole life. You have to consider I'm going to be 55 this year, and I still remember that. It still brings back fond memories. So that's important. And Cheryl was a nice lady. So anyway, all right. What else is going on? I got all these great people in here. Well, here's the thing, and you know what? Not Battle Bunny, the Bat Cap. Hi, Battle Bunny. The Bat Cap out there is giving you kind of a summary, and I think the fact that this is generating a lot of musical interest on top of the fact, it's a film. That should tell you a lot. Georgia Peach, good morning to you. Good morning. Yeah, here's what Bat Cap was saying. Yeah. We are K-pop fam, so there are things you really like about it on that end, but it's objectively a good animated movie. Totally is, from multiple different perspectives, and it's definitely aimed at an audience, and that I think that's why Pro was careful in the way he phrased it. Not his jam, but good movie. Hey, Zen Wookie, what's going on? It was very entertaining and harkens back to the early 2000s. Ba-boom, ba-boom. Yep. With demons for antagonists. It's kind of campy too. Yeah. Yeah. I like some of the animals, but I'm weird. Really? Your bus driver took you to Dairy Queen? That's fascinating. Pam Epson says 30 gatherings this weekend. Culture, raise the flags. Indeed. You know what? I'm so in tune with that, Pam. You guys are just. I love the real Britons are rising up. The UK is rising up against this silliness, and the colors are just everywhere now. I love it. It's big time. People are putting the colors high too. Impossible to take down. It's great. It's great stuff. It's this is the way you do it. This is the way you fight back. is show them, look, this is our country. Stop changing it to be something else. We don't want to be the third world. I understand. Dengar Renegade 55 looking like 35. There you go. There you go. Now I have constantly have these silly jingles in my head. It's gonna be it's gonna be a long day. Commander and Striker of Shadow says for 5 Culture Casino Cash says, when you move to Tennessee, I'd rather visit Hickok 45 Ranch more than Dollywood after visiting Casa Cuddles. Well, I won't be hard to find us. Let's put it that way. But like you said, we're going to be a little bit more rural. Yeah, the demons are based on Korean lore. So are the aminals. Anyway, I'm weird. The things I like, especially in anime, are usually not to people's taste. Like, I got a lot of people that don't think that Last Exile is one of the best animes out there, or a lot of people think that Trigun's too, like, childish and whatever. So, yeah. Did I miss this one, or did I already read it? Let's see. I've done a lot of jobs, but bus driving is the best. The rewards of kiddos smiling cannot be beat. I love making the positive impact for 10 Culture Casino Cash. I believe I read it, though. I did. Just wanted to double check because Maravita is so generous. All right. Okay. Can we get to the next story, you guys? You're so generous. I feel like Jay. Did you see Jay get absolutely mobbed this morning? Of course, Jay's birthday's Sunday, in case you didn't know, or in case you weren't at the show this morning. Because Jay's how I wake up in the morning and start, getting into prep and everything else. So there's that. And it looks like I'm rating. Somebody made it so so I'm rating. What happened? So according to Rumble, one of my mods may have sent everybody over to Midnight's Edge. Okay, so if you're on Rumble, you got redirected. I'm sorry, but yeah. So apparently, you wonderful mods can make things happen. That's weird. Everybody went over there. No, that's great. Ms. Pick Cafe, thank you for doing it. I didn't know you guys could do it. See, now I don't have to worry about it. Ms. Pick Cafe can make it happen. This is great. Okay. All right. Sorry. I don't have to worry about that now. Yay. I don't have to learn anything. I can just be silly. It's super fun. Yeah, seriously, guys, for those of you on the YouTube side, the Green Machine folks got accidentally redirected over to Midnight's Edge already. So anyway, let's talk a little bit about boy brands and why Disney doesn't have them anymore. Everybody's going to be talking about this today, so just bear with me a minute. Just please help. Yeah, help me, help you. Report, Disney is suddenly worried about losing its Gen Z male audience. Well, they already lost the rest of them. So yeah, if they lose Gen Z, who do they got? They got nobody. Jordan Rumi wrote a great article here. I'm just grabbing it first. Disney's suddenly freaking out about losing its boy audience? No, really. They finally noticed that the demographic they've spent the last decade ignoring might actually matter. Well, Shaw, men go to movies more than the ladies. I know that's weird. Demographically true. Men also have specific genres and things that they're interested in. And if you don't present that, you won't have them. Just the way it is. Variety is reporting this, or did yesterday, that the studio has been quietly putting the word out to producers and writers to bring us films that can lure young men. Good luck. 13 to 28, you can have a hard time. You've got a generation and a half of films because of Star Wars and the things that you've done on Disney minus well, not, yeah, it's a full generation, and probably we're halfway through one. So, yeah. So, a full generation of half of people that you've pooped on, and they don't like you. They don't want to be part of your world. Sorry. You cannot be, especially if what you did was some of the things they may have liked tangentially that the girls liked, like, changing up Mermaid and things like that. You've just shown absolute disdain and mistreatment of things that may have been held in high regard because of nostalgia, or may not have even garnered their interest because it had zero to offer to male audiences. So the Gen Z demo has been drifting for years, preferring video games, of course, and now they're trying to break video games down. That collective shout group needs to be rooted from its very foothold and, tossed out in the ocean so they can have a nice swim to think about what they've done. But they've gone. They're gone. They're not coming back. Marvel, Star Wars, yeah, it's complete garbage. They did show up for Minecraft. Minecraft heavily skewing video game, although it can appeal to both male and female, but it's largely male. The irony is rich. This is the same Disney that bought Marvel and Lucasfilm precisely because they guaranteed a male audience, and then they promptly pooped on them because they put Kathleen Kennedy in charge. And I don't think George knew the disdains for which Kathleen Kennedy put males in a box of hell, if she could. So Marvel fatigue is real, and the Star Wars has been destroyed by Kathleen Kennedy. Meanwhile, live action Disney has leaned hard on remakes and female-centric IP, or centering female and male IP. This is not a bologna sausage situation. So there's nothing in the pipeline that resembles a guy movie. Very true. And since Pirates of the Caribbean and Indiana Jones got kind of pooped on the last time around, and they have people that are furious with them, they're going to have to lean deeper into Jack Sparrow. They're going to have to back up a Brinks truck and bring several container ships full of alpacas to get Johnny Depp to come back to a franchise that they need to kick save with Pirates of the Caribbean. But we'll see. Want to say thank you to Maravita for another 10. My goodness, the generosity today. Maravita, I don't want to be your whole paycheck. Thank you for the super chat. I much appreciate it. Maravita says, Disney is a disaster. They scream DEI, and then they use only the worst stereotypes out there, and then wonder why everyone hates their brand and turn boy brands into garbage and then blame everyone else. And true. It points out the faultiness of Iger's approach to things, I think, because he buys stuff good, things that can actually make money with the boy side of the equation. Good. You're a princess brand at Disney. You recognize you needed Star Wars, Marvel, other boy things, and then you turn them into chick stuff. And this is an observation I made 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Well, however long I've been doing this, I've been criticizing Disney for this garbage because they've been doing it ever since then. They're about to drop a Tron Ares movie that I don't know if anybody's going to be interested in. I'm not sure people are super stoked about the cult leader that's leading the film. Jared Leto is not a front man. He's not a leading man. He doesn't open things. Did he open the vampire movie he did for Sony? Marvel? No. I think it was a disaster. Anyway, maybe they should have listened to George Lucas, who recently admitted telling Disney brass and solo director Ron Howard to not forget that Star Wars should be targeted at 12-year-old boys. There you go. Maravita is 100% right. Disney is a disaster. And I love that. Disaster. Yeah, for sure. And here's the thing. It's not like it didn't already appeal to young ladies. Young ladies love Star Wars. They had a heroine, a little firecracker known as Princess Leia. You know what people realized by the time they got about 10 minutes into the second Star Wars film under Kathleen Kennedy? Kathleen Kennedy hates Star Wars. She hates the people who like Star Wars. It showed up in the theme park itself, too. Black Rock Spire. That place is an identity crisis. What's it called? Seriously, what is that place called? It looks like one thing. It's something else entirely. In fact, it looks like three things because it was supposed to be. But no. We have to change the plan. We're not going to change the architecture or any of the ride designs or anything because that would be really expensive and silly. And we wouldn't want to properly, do this because they didn't. And in some cases, they did it completely wrong. Regardless, the task of winning Gen Z back has fallen to David Greenbaum, a prestige-leaning executive, ex-Searchlight, now running Disney live action with the help of Daria Sirkek. Okay, this is the problem. I'm not going to get into it. I'm going to get accused of something. It's not true. But you have people in positions they are not qualified for. And this is why DEI literally kills brands. Kathleen Kennedy decided to go with the female-centric story group and everything else that came along with it. Same thing happened at Disney Parks proper, and now you have, IP Fest instead of an actual theme park. Disney's literally destroying the theme park. They won't have one. There is no theme. Whereas down the street, Epic Universe, you have themed lands in a theme park. You understand? Of course you do. Anyway, asking for original guy-leading IP now feels like Disney admitting that their formula just isn't working in 2025. It wasn't working ever. Gen Z men are increasingly the group refusing to play along with their old tricks. I guess if you want to call last 15 years old tricks. But this is the lady that undid Star Wars. And not her, personally. It's not Daisy Ridley's fault. It's Disney's fault for demeaning everyone, especially men. I felt demeaned. Did you feel demeaned? I don't know. Maybe you did. Maybe it's just me. That's okay. Maybe, just maybe, if they listened to us as we were critiquing them instead of attacking us and trying to get us deplatformed, we'd be in a better place. Tron Ares. Straight garbage. Hey, what's up, Marcella? Says, hail to Culture Casino and chat. Hail to you. Good to see you. TZ Bird is out there as well. Look at all you people. You're on fire. Speaking of fire, from Ruby Who for 2 more Culture Casino cash. She says, gotta run. Errands. Have a great weekend all. Indeed. And my friends, I hope you have an incredible weekend and a great Friday. I may be back later, so check around. I think you'll be surprised. Ram Bam 3000. And I wouldn't blame Johnny Depp if he told Disney to go pluck themselves. Yeah, he could. I just don't think he will. I think that his relationship with Jerry Bruckheimer is going to be the thing that saves the day. And it sounds like it is. There's definitely things afoot at the Circle K. That's a Bill and Ted reference, by the way. Brightest Day, the man with the voice. How you doing, buddy? You good? This guy, he reads stuff. He's amazing. Great voice. Maverick 77 Defender. Let's see. Tron Uprising is brilliant. Okay. Jonah Heck says, I auditioned for 2 Pirates of the Caribbean film. Wish me luck on a third if Depp takes the alpacas. Jonah, I really do believe, as I've been led to believe by people, that this is beyond serious consideration. It's a heavy tilt, let's say. We got another one. Maravita, what are you doing? Look at the generosity. I'm so overwhelmed right now. Holy cow. Maravita for 10 more Culture Casino cash. This caution to the wind. I feel bad for actors with lousy directors. Yeah, and that's why I said I don't really blame Daisy Ridley. I mean, if she was instructed to play, it's the same thing with Brie, right? So, like, I think Brie's career is salvageable. I think she has a very poor team. I think her management's poor. I honestly. Leave the World Behind with Julia Roberts was so bad. If I hadn't seen her other work, I would have thought that she was an absolute terrible actress. Don't watch. No, isn't that weird? Like, it's that one performance where a director or creative team puts their talent in precarious, if not awful, positions with poor dialogue or story choices or no real definitive story at all. I think you have to keep in mind who your audience is. That one of the most important things, and I think Robert out there would probably agree with me, is you have to know who your audience is when you start to make a movie. You have to understand the people you're trying to talk to, people who may have had similar experiences, people who can relate. And the problem is, if you've never done anything in your life, if you've lived in the same 19 blocks of Hollywood and your worldview is that, you're not going to make a film that speaks to a very large audience. So Maravita is speaking truth. Seriously. Because how are you gonna tell a story that somebody in Paris, France can relate to? You can't. Their life experience is different. How are you going to speak to the people in London? How are you going to speak to the guy in Tokyo, Japan? You know what I mean? You just don't. You have to make a timeless thing that creates a hero and have them go through a hero's journey. Now, a lot of people hear that and they say, well, how do you do that in a rom-com? Well, it's no problem. That's still a hero's journey. You still have struggles things that you have to deal with, And as much as I thought Pineapple Express was just ridiculously silly, I understood they were trying to speak to people. The problem is they were speaking to a very narrow group of people. But when it comes to Star Wars, you're speaking to the largest possible audience, people who can identify with the hero, they understand the villain. It's not hard, right? It isn't. Anyway. Hey, Archer Merchant's in the house. Good to see you, man. Says, Culture, I've been floating a Force Unleashed movie with some. Bring back, hang on, skipped. Bring back Sam, Sydney Sweeney in as Juno, okay, to bring back those men. I think it kind of writes itself. That's Archer. That's a pretty good idea. And you bring in a visual interest for a lot of fans. I mean, there's some good things there. Disney doesn't have anyone that write male characters because they kicked them all out. Yeah. The people there now think Pedro is the height of masculinity to Disney and is screwed. 40s Mandalorian, can I say this to you? I did a video exactly about this when they were trying to hype Pedro as peak masculinity. Silly. Just silly. But look, I mean, here's a good story idea from Archer Merchant. You've got more. There's more out there is my point, I guess, is that, and you have great ideas. I mean, we have people in our very own sphere here in the fellowship that could write stuff for Disney. If so asked in a big way. Thank you, Battle Muddy, for thanking everybody. Man, you're busy. Fenrir House says, oh, Kevin Sorbo, you're a Republican? Julia Roberts, yeah. Guess what? A lot of Republicans, a lot of stealth Republicans out there. But to me, in Hollywood, that should be the thing you're least concerned about. Because if you're worried about diversity, you need to have Republicans. Diversity of thoughts, diversity, by the way. It's really not, I mean, immutable characteristics are just that. And if you have difficulty with immutable characteristics, and if you decide to not employ them, well, there you go. We have writers in this chat right now. I guarantee you, we could write a story, present it to Disney, and they would do something terrible to it. Yes. Bree was badly influenced. Free Bree. Thank you. Mark Nichols is speaking my language. What happened to Bree? How come I'm the only one out here banging this drum? You would think that you'd think that my buddy Ryan Cannell, you think he'd be banging the drum for Bree right now? He can fix her. Pretty sure he thinks he can. Jill says culture will love living in Tennessee. Wish I was back there. I sure miss it. Well, look, this house is I'm to the point now where I've got boxes. I'm gonna start. I haven't bought the land yet, but I'm gonna start packing. I want seasons desperately. I miss seasons. Desert Southwest. Okay, so like the places I've lived in my life, they're hot. Sometimes it comes with an ocean breeze, but they're hot. It's wild. Holla, is Luke here? Did Luke come in? There he is. Hey, Luke. What's up, buddy? You have to believe the chat is real. It is. The chat is real. We got a good chat. Davina's out there. Oh, yes. Here we go. Villainess stories have become popular in anime. Yeah. Look, you can have plenty of female-centered stories. That's not the thing. It's your treatment of or the lack of the men. And all of the men now are lacking. Dude, Oscar, was that his name? Oscar Isaacs? He's terrible. You go through all the characters they created in Disney Star Wars. They chumped out all the men. They made them all weak. I'm tired of that. Anyway, Maravita, did you hit the lottery? What is going on? Dadmore, Culture Casino, Cash. My Lord. My favorite genre is Doomsday. There is just something so interesting in it for me that they wasted their talent. They had no real plot line, ended horribly with no conclusion, and race baited throughout. Look, setting that all aside, there is so much room to do something, and I feel like the right words are wasted opportunity. How's that? Can I ask anybody, before we get into a little Fantastic Four, Was there anything redeeming in Fantastic Four? Because I have to rush through this, and I know it's because I took a lot of liberties in just talking to you guys and saying how awesome you are, including this guy here, Robert, for $2, saying, "You're right. I worked bartender for my film's accuracy." See, that's awesome. See, and these lived experiences, they translate, right? The life experience you have translate into your work. Did you deliver pizzas? Wouldn't it be great to have a pizza delivery guy be the hero? You ever thought about that? It was just me. Remember the pizza guy that saved the family children because the house was on fire? You guys remember that? I do. I think it'd be a great story, but I'm weird. But the second weekend, this is funny. Guess who's coming along to the reality that we all talk about every single weekend, every time I do a Sunday or a Monday drop of a video talking about the box office for the previous weekend, which we already have a good idea about. I can already tell you that some people are overestimating any of the numbers on any of these films. But the second weekend is the new opening weekend because everything, especially Marvel, is so front loaded. That's right. Superhero films are always front loaded because people don't want to get spoilers. It's the truth. So when you look at Hollywood Reporter, Penske Media Company tabloid, I'm not even going to call them a trade anymore. They're straight up tabloid. It's fiction. Anyway, you have to look at the second weekend now, because if they have a definitive fall off that's, exceeds what is normal for one of these films, they're doomed. We knew this thing was a flop. We knew this in advance. We were calling this a flop. You know what I mean? So I look at this story and I'm like, okay, because literally this is the headline and everything. Normally I would encourage you to read beyond the headline. This thing doesn't have a lot more to say. Films are falling off the cliff, and that's when we know if they're going to make money or not. And to the unfortunate fact that this thing found the ground, this thing was doomed. It's not going to make as much as Superman. It's going to be lucky to beat out the last two pieces of garbage Marvel shoveled out. It's just the way it is. Anyway, I got to wrap it up because I think I've got about 5 to 7 minutes before Midnight's Edge in the morning starts, and I want to get to the super chats. But I hate, first of all, the fact that Pedro was in this instead of somebody competent and or at least reasonably similar in looks. A more capable actor wasn't in this. I'm surprised, and my appreciation for this young woman has fallen off a cliff. And their hijinks outside of, during all the press stuff was completely insane. So let's get back to the super chat that I really want to address, because yes, I did not only hear these rumors. I think I may have reported a bit on them, and I do believe that they did adjust it. They left a lot of room for adjustment. One of the reasons I think that the film had some trouble with people was because of this particular translation. No one wants to believe that, especially after the classic Superman film, that these people would want Superman to be evil ruler over the planet. That makes zero sense, especially after the difficulty that their planet had gone through and bleeding them to a point where they had to suffer their own disaster, and the reason that he was, sent on his way. But yes, they definitely have attempted to make the opportunity to adjust this. Some information was left out. It was made clear in some of the stuff that hit post film release and going into VOD that that was a manipulated video that was done by Lex Luthor. So I did hear that the rumors were definitely moved for the digital release. I can't bring myself to pay again as soon, but curious if true. From everything I've heard, Archer Merchant, and from everything that's actually been physically published, I'm leaning 100% on the side of true. I've yet to see anything that shakes that. So there's that. So, man, you guys are so generous today. Maravita, thank you. You just insane support today. Thank you so much. Tobak, it's great to see you, buddy. We've got Ms. Pick Cafe. Gonna try to let's see. I think Miss Pick Cafe is going to, once I hit the let's get going button, I think she's going to try to do it again, but we'll see. They made it the plot line of Invincible. I want to see where we fall, but I'm falling on the side of he corrected it. You realize that the crying man himself, Mr. Smith, Kevin Smith, I guess, he hated that part of the film and made it well known. He didn't cry this time, but he made it well known. Wait a minute. Is CC wanting a pizza delivery guy hero now? Even though that's just one example that popped into my head. Hey, I do. I'm telling you right now, a pizza guy would be a great hero. Anyway, I got to run, folks. I really appreciate the overwhelming support today. I do intend, if Nick doesn't run the show today, to run my own live stream before FNT if I can. So do head on over to Midnight's Edge in the morning. They're about to start, and I'll end it this way because it's Friday. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, see ya. For real.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face just to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.